Right, hello everybody. Today I'm going to have a go at doing some strips, the collage strips from the Taperlogy stuff. So I'm still going to use book pages, so I'm going to incorporate this in the 100-day challenge. I just fancy doing it, and I had all these sort of bits and pieces left over, or this was from the other kit that I had, the first kit I had a while ago. Okay, so I'm going to use some of those, and they're all cut up, and some bits and pieces, and some of it is new. As I've shown before, I've put it all together now. It's all in here, the ones that come out of those packs. You just get so much, and I've got them all in there. So I thought I would use them today, just to sort of whittle it down a bit. And I've got some more book pages, of course, here. So I'm going to incorporate them as well. And we are using up just 4 book page here. All right, I've cut mine. I want mine a little bit bigger this time. So I've done, well, the book length was, gosh, I don't know. I just picked a book. It's 8 1/4, and I wanted 2 1/2. Okay, because they make a nice little topper, and I can do different things with them. So I just wanted them a bit bigger. So let's just go for it and use up some of the Taperlogy bits. So I've just printed out some of that. Well, actually I had already printed, so that's my inkjet there. That's just put double-sided sticky tape, that's on there. And I've also got some, there it is, this one that I've got the page for, which I love. So I've got some of that as well to use, so I'll put that in front. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. I might use that after to brighten up things. I might just do the plain backgrounds and then add sort of like washi tape and things later on. Just depends how it goes. Plastic mat for gluing, which I can wipe off in between. I'm just gonna, I think that's all right. Yeah, some might need trimming down a bit, because like that looks a bit wonky, but I'm not worried now, because what I'll do, I'll trim after. Okay. Ooh, a good start, Andrea. Little finer strips, that's all. I just wanted to put them out the front, so I actually, there they are. So I actually use them. There they are. I'm going to put them there. So a book page. So got used to book pages. It's not cut very straight either. It's only because I do loads together, and I'm going to have to straighten that because that is annoying me. And like the underneath ones that you do sometimes don't always cut straight. So yeah, I'm absolutely addicted to these. Yeah, I haven't been in my studio a lot this week because it's, coming up for Easter, and I'm doing some like food prep and stuff. So I haven't done loads at all. So I'm sort of catching up, really. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use these. These are from the Taperlogy set, the latest one, I think, this one. So slightly smaller than 2 1/2, but that's okay, because I can trim down to size for those, because they're like a focal point. And right, I've got some little bits like this as well, which is quite nice. So I would go like that. That's all right. And I leave it like that, really. So I might use that up, so I will cut this off. There we go. And I'll leave them and then trim them all down the end. And then we'll use some of those. Okay, right, I've done these and I've trimmed them all down, okay, because I do like to do that, even though sometimes, you know, they are the right side. I still take about 1 mil off each side, okay, because I just find it neatens everything up. Okay, so that's the ones I've done. I incorporated book pages and a load of stuff, and it's all paper, okay, so, and that's really, you know, what do you call it? We can back that if you want to use it as a journaling card, but versatile because it's not too thick. Okay, because I do have a tendency to, a lot of my things are quite thick. And another one there. I can't remember which one I showed you. I done. This one looks like it needs straightening up. Let's sort that one out. And there. I think it's this one, wasn't it? There's that one and that one I showed you, I think. Okay, so, and then we'll work with them and make some little journaling cards, you know. What size? So they're 2.5. You know, like here, this would lend itself to being cut here, to be honest, and I would do that. And then you've got 2 journaling cards, and we can do it up a little bit more. Okay. If what you've used is a little bit prominent, you can always use a bit of gesso on it. It's up to you. Okay. What's that? Oh, I know what's going to go on here. Spots. I've got to do that now before I forget, because I'm seeing that there. Okay, I can put that on the back. I said a lot of these, if they are journaling cards, they will be backed. Yep. I won't do that today because it's just a matter of backing them with coffee stain paper or a piece of card or whatever you want to. Index cards, they'll fit, I would have thought. I have some here. I bet they would fit. I'm not sure whether they're a bit too long. Oh gosh, look. So, you know, these tea stained, they would fit on there lovely. Yeah, and then you'd have your journaling spot. Yes. Okay. Right, so that's a start. Let's have a look. See what we've got. See if we use something of Taperlogy. All these bits are Taperlogy here, and these are pretty good because they're just paper. They come in that sort of kit, so they again are not going to take up much room. Something like that with a butterfly. Here we go, sorted. That's one done really. These are on cards, so I'll glue them with proper glue. It's quite nice, but I need something to pop because it's quite dull in the background. So I think something like that would make it pop that a little bit more. Vellum stickers too look great. It's like gold foil washi tape, and it just brightens everything up. That's why I like using it. Okay, I would leave it as that, and like I said, you could you know, you back it and make it sturdy, but I'm going to leave them like this. Okay, I might have a few charbs, not charbs. Oh gosh, excuse me, I just sneezed. Why is it I yawn after I sneeze? No sewing, but I might sew around them, who knows. And also 2 grommets at the top when it's backed with a bit of jute string there would look nice. Okay, that's one. Right, let's have a look. Got this one, the other half of it, which let's cut that off, and I haven't inked around that or anything yet. Okay, right, so we do need a bit of washi tape there. Right, let's get our washi tape out. Oh. This has been hanging around for ages. Let me put that in there. I can use that next time. Okay, well, I do like this one here. I haven't got much of this. I think it came in a set of about 10, but there wasn't much on them. So it seemed really cheap at the time, but there was hardly any. So I thought, ooh, do that. And you could use specimen cards actually with these, and little frames as well. You could do loads of things, couldn't you? I have used book pages, so if I put that there, oh, I've forgotten. And And we need a bit of book page or something, don't we? Or something just to go behind. I know we've got that there. Stamp. Okay, I'm going to put that down. We need like a postage stamp or something. Still a little bit big. So, green washi tape. How about some of that? Yeah, the stamp was too big. I'm just looking. Actually, it's quite nice, but I'll leave that for another one because we've got the same tone in a lot of these. So there we go. There we go. And they will become toppers for these now, are ready toppers really, except for stitching around. Okay, when you make like an envelope or, you know, any of those sort of things, what I might do is cut some of those jelly bean pockets out of some book pages. Okay, and do some of them up. So I'll do a couple more of these and then I'll go and do some jelly bean pockets. So, because I think they look great on those. Right, this one is not stuck down, which, you know, with glue stick it is a bit like that. So, but because I'm filming, I'll just, and I wanted it for quickness, I'll just do it and then, you know, just check. So that's got to go there. That's what I feel. Okay. So we've got quite a plainish one now. Yeah. So let's brighten it up. I'm actually really liking this frame here. See that? So this is all paper, so I think with any bulk at the moment. Okay, I haven't stuck that down properly. Just never worry about cutting things up and cutting them apart. One, it's cost effective. And two, it just works. I sort of dotting them around. Okay, and then from here, a bit of washi tape. I'll tell you what's nice. It's this one here. I'm gonna say I've had this a while, so I am gonna put a bit of glue. And it's quite nice to have ones that aren't, you know, always bright, because especially when I put them with, say, my kits and things that can be quite bright. So sometimes you just need something with, you know, tone on tone. So that's great. And if need be, we could always add a bit of colour later date. just depends where it goes. Right. Okay, let me go and cut some pockets out now, and then we'll put one of those on a pocket just to show you what I mean. Okay. Okay, so I've cut some of those up. Let me see if I can find the die. No, I expect they don't do this one anymore. Okay, I've had this a very long time. Okay, but you might be able to pick it up on eBay or something like that. Okay, but then you can make it, and there's other dies now. You know, Tim Holtz has brought out the chapter 3 with things that you could cut out. I think one of them is a coin envelope, so you know, it's sort of, they've all been sort of replaced really. Yeah, so they're quite random. This is an end page of a book. I absolutely love it. But, yeah, and I had to use it because it's been, I've most probably had it 3 or 4 years. I couldn't bring myself to use it. And I went, right, today's the day. These are just, haven't even been tea stained, these ones, just out of a book page. I literally ripped it out of, you know, quite a newish book. So they're there. Okay, thought that'd be a nice background for something. And that's another book end page. And I saved all the bits. Got all these just in case. And then that was one that is coffee stained. I'm not sure what book that come from, but I really like it. It coffee stains beautifully and goes very vintage looking, even though it isn't. So I quite like that. Yeah, so I got done 3 of those pockets there out of that. So I'm going to do, shall I do that on one of those? Because I really like that. And it does look quite autumny, doesn't it? So, right, it's a tiny bit long. That's why I couldn't remember the size of these. So, do you know what? This is going to go off. It's, at the end of the day, this is a piece of paper. That's all. Yeah. And then that fits on there quite nicely. Right. A little bit of ink in. Just to bring in a little bit of warmth to that sort of newsprint looking, yeah. Just right, so what have we got here then? So like I said, they are going to be a little bit long. So we either cut that number off there, which I'm quite happy about that. I'm fine about that because that will be used in another project for sure, because it's a number. I might even cut that little bit off there because it's a little bit boring. And then that matches perfectly, doesn't it? Quick, isn't it? Right, I don't know whether this will go with... Oh, do you know what? It does. Okay, and that should go on there nicely. Okay. Just keep them together. Right, let's have a look at these. So I'm going to ink up these. Let's see if anything goes with them. I haven't got much green on any of these, so I'm just wondering. We could add a bit. Sort of the wrong sort of tones for this, but we shall play around. I know what would go with that was some I've done recently with some William Morris. I'll tell you what, let's make something out of that. Yep, that goes. Okay, and we can brighten that up with something like that, can't we? I quite like that, so I'm leaving that up there. I'm going to put a grommet in there. Yes, I am, folks. Just a little bit more added interest. Oops. If I can use my hands. Got to finish soon, actually. I got to go in. I cooked all the meat yesterday. Cooked a leg of lamb and a joint of beef. No, sorry. Joint of loin of pork I cooked, actually. And so we bag it, because there's only 2 of us that eat meat. I bag it, I cook big joints and then I'll bag it up into portions and put it in the freezer. So I've done that. So, but we are having a roast tonight. But I think we're just it's gonna be a simple roast, if you know what I mean. Right, let's have some stuff from Taperlogy. I did have a little bag, didn't I, with some in. There we go. And we've got red in there, so I'm going to have a little bit of red in that. So I take them apart, as you know. So a little bit of green, because there's 2 greens in there. So one of those, and a little bit of red. Because I've got some here. So even that goes a long way. I make me own up. Oh, it was a sticker. Ah. Oh, well. We can... Oops. Well, I didn't know that. Okay. Know that for the next one, won't I? I think my battery might die in a minute. There we go. Right. And there's those done. Okay. So that one, that one. That one there. And that one. Okay, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.